Hello， 大家好，我们是
海风聊天吧。
有海风的日子，日日是好日，天天是好天。
好，那欢迎大家收听这个新一集的这个海风聊天吧。那么今天呢，我是君荣，然后在我这里还有这个静怡，我们还有请了 Shane 跟 Tim， 然后整集会将以这个英语录制，好，然后是跟大家一起聊一下大家都喜欢的一个课题，叫猫咪。好，所以before I start, okay, I would just like to tell everybody that this is a new episode of the Sea Breeze Chat Bar, correct?
Yes.
没有讲错 okay. Yeah, so we have invited Shane and Tim. So before we even start, I will just invite the both of them to give a short introduction about who they are and who they're representing today. Yeah, so Shane and Tim.
Okay, hello. Okay, maybe I'll start with who we are representing, because
Okay,
it'll
sure.
give more context.
Sure.
Yeah, so we are here as Look at These Cats. We are a ground-up cat rescue initiative based in Bukit Panjang. So what we do is that we focus on either stray cats in need or abandonment cases lah. So we rescue, rehab, and either release or rehome, depending on the situation. Yeah, so what we do is that we work with community feeders to firstly know about the cases, get to know the cats, and then we mostly intervene in medical situations lah. Or if the cat's getting old, if the cat's abandoned and needs a home, we will also step in to look for fosterers and adopters. Yeah. So for myself, yeah. Hi, I'm Shane. Yeah. What's relevant? Okay. So I was the one who started this whole thing. The account started as my cat photography account lah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have to spam my friends with too many photos.
Then follow the account and what?
Yeah, that's why. Then my phone storage also no space, so I just uploaded everything into the account. Yeah, so I studied in NTU, literature and art history, and that's where I met Tim.
Oh. So I would assume you are also studying literature, art and history?
No, I did literature and linguistics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I got to know Shane, and then after that, I got to know the cats.
I kind of dragged him into the cats. I'd be like, "Do you want to see the cats? Do you want to
It ended up being a little bit more than just seeing the
Yeah.
cats.
Getting too involved slowly.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, yeah. So actually, I wanted to know how it started. So it really started from posting photos because you simply like to take photos of stray cats.
Yeah, I think actually it started during 2020, during COVID lockdown. So you know how in the restrictions, one person in the household was allowed to go out, to buy groceries and stuff. Or if you go to 跑步, you can you can still go around lah. Yeah, so it started when I was losing my mind indoors. Then because the cats are bored lah, I guess, with no one around. So they would be out and then I would take photos of them.
I see.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what made you want to actually, say that, okay, I want to help. I want to save them, or help in terms, be more involved in fostering, for example.
Yeah, I think it's because, actually I started to get to know the cats around 2018 or 2019 lah. Then I think it's after knowing them for a period of time, I got quite emotionally invested in them.
Yes.
Yeah, then
you have to see them every day to know that they are safe, right?
Yeah. Then because some of the cats are quite old lah. They've been our cat Orange that we adopted. He was a stray from 2009.
Okay.
Wow, that's very long.
Yeah. Then there's another one called Mao Pa, 霸王的霸. He his first recorded appearance is 2004.
Wow.
Yeah, so he can vote in the next GE, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why. So as they get old, they also get sick lah. So
I see.
it's a bit看不下去.
Oh.
Yeah, so and then I think a lot of the feeders also, they either didn't have the means, the resources or the knowledge to really trap the cats and bring them to the vet lah.
Understand.
I didn't have it either, but I was no, I need to do something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then maybe I just want to ask Tim, because like Shane said, you didn't originally started wanting to do this thing, but it was by her, I would say, invitation, right? So what made you go from like, I just want to see cats to saying that I want to be part of this and help them?
I think originally I didn't really like cats that much.
Okay.
Like they're just kind of there lah.
Okay.
Like, cause I think my first interactions with them were like, I think a neighbor's cat was like roaming, and then like she would like pee outside the door. I think my first impression of cats wasn't that positive.
Okay.
But then after that, when I met Shane, like Shane also let me like get to know like the cats in the neighborhood, and I realized like, oh, actually they each have their own personality. Yeah, like they're all like so different. Like they're almost like, I mean, they are pretty much like people lah. Like every person is very different, right? So you get to know them and you get invested in them.
Yeah, the thing about cats is also that they give like this unconditional love. I mean, sometimes they say the condition is food lah, but you know, like it's this like little creature who like trusts you so much with everything. It just makes me feel very like nice, very good.
Understand.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I think the next question me and Chingy want to ask is that because you just now mentioned a few things while introducing the society. Okay, can I say society or the group? I'll say the group.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. So you say like rehab, I think some medical attention.
Yep.
And then rehoming, I think fostering also. So I just want to ask you to maybe put in more general terms like what goes behind the whole process of like, let's say you identify a cat that needs help. So what goes behind it? How do you find fosterers and then who you work with, this kind of thing?
Oh, okay. Usually for cats who need help, it's either that we notice it ourselves. So for example, like at night when we walk around to look for the cats, we are like, why is his left eye like closed, or like why is he limping? Yeah, so in those cases it's like us noticing it. But then we are also lucky to have to know like I guess a network of like feeders and neighbors around the area who know us and who know the rescue work that we do. And then sometimes they'll just like message us. They're like, hey Shane, is this normal? Then I'm like, no, let me come down and like take a look. Yeah.
Oh, do you have to like go around and do a roll call every morning and evening?
Oh no, not so. Don't have that much time.
It's more like when we want to like walk at night, then we just go around because they're all in like the same neighborhood, right? So it's like
like on the way home, you
like
will
just
see.
like
Okay, I know I will
sampu.
see this.
Yeah, but then the feeders feed them like every day lah. So like they will legit do the morning roll call and the night roll call.
Okay.
Then sometimes sometimes the cats may not show up for like breakfast or dinner because maybe someone else fed them. And because other than the regular feeders, there are also like random people who feed the cats sometimes. Yeah, so usually if a cat like doesn't show up for a few days at a time, then the feeders will also let us know lah.
Oh, so you have a rough gauge of who is feeding which cat.
Yeah, like because the regular feeders, they always show up ma. Then because like we always show up like to see the cats, then we kind of know each other also.
I see.
Yeah.
So I think this is the first time I realized that there are two different groups of people at work, because normally I think before I met you all, I keep feeling that it's the same group of people that feed lah, take care lah, then those that need medical attention lah. I keep thinking that it's just the same group of people that's like jagaing the whole thing.
Quite different.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's usually like there'll be people who feed the cats. So that's like every day they'll like morning and night. Then there's also the rescuers lah.
Okay,
So
understand.
the rescuers are like more like comfortable sending to the vet, those kind of things.
Yeah, of course some people do both lah. Yeah, but usually for rescue, because of like the cost involved, like vet bills, it's like one shot you drop like $500.
Wow.
Yeah, like $1,000.
Yeah.
So and then sometimes the feeders are not comfortable with like forking out that amount of money lah.
Yeah, I think you can ask our chief editor. He brought he brought lychee to go see just for ear infection, $300+ already. Yeah, and it's just a normal like just just to do a check and then make sure that the ear is like a bit infected, then give medication.
Because they need to do
$300
they need to do the microscoping and like the
correct.
testing. So each test is like 100 plus already.
Correct.
And like cats don't have MediSave.
I wish
No
cats had
subsidies, no
MediSave.
subsidies.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is there something we are supposed to look into? Yeah, I would love to lah. So like part of you guys, what y'all want to help with this community is actually to also like ask for donations, and if there is such a case, y'all will put in terms of helping with the money side of things lah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like most of the time, I mean, sometimes the donations are to cover our own like vet expenditure. Because I think in our immediate area, basically there's like us and like just like maybe one or two other people who are actively involved in sending the cats to the vet. Yeah, so most of the time the vet bills, like we pay out of pocket first, and then if we manage to get donations, then we can cover it. And then if there's surplus from like either donations or fundraising, then they get saved for the next vet trip, because there will always be a next vet trip.
I don't think. Sorry, go ahead.
Like, there'll be times when like there'll be a lot of cats who fall sick at the same time. So there'll be periods
like last year, like that was so crazy.
So there'll be periods where like we need to send a lot of cats to the vet at the same time. So
Wow.
sometimes like at those times like the money is a bit more
more
challenging.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, and then you don't know whether what to do, right?
Is there a pattern like certain months like suddenly a lot of cats sick one?
Have monsoon season sometimes. Yeah. In the rainy season, because I think our area had an outbreak of like either like it wasn't cat flu, it was some like weird bronchitis thing, like bronchitis or like lungworm,
like
see.
respiratory infection.
Yeah. So there were like multiple cats during the same like rainy season with like respiratory symptoms. Yeah, then one of them was like the 21-year-old Maupa. And we were just like freaking out.
But he toughened it out.
Yeah. Like in the end, he managed to tahan. But then we found him a home lah. So
that's
right
good,
now
that's
he's
good.
like he's like in retirement.
Wow, that's so nice. Very sweet eh. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so before I go on, we just need to give everybody a context. I think Shane and Tim, they are more active in the Bukit Panjang area, right? Yeah. I'm just afraid later some of the listeners think then, wow, you all whole Singapore, you're in charge.
No.
Run around.
And not even like the whole Bukit Panjang area. It's like one small like
few
not say like
blocks.
estate. Like it's like the distance between like two LRT stops like that.
Okay. Understand.
Bukit Panjang is so big.
Yeah,
So
Bukit
there's like
Panjang's quite huge.
there's different groups of people also like in other areas.
I see.
Yeah, it's like we kind of know each other, and then we help out with each other's cases as and when we can lah. Yeah.
Okay. So the next question that I'm supposed to ask. Okay. Yeah. What's the most unexpected or funny thing that has happened while working with stray cats?
In terms of unexpected or funny, I think seeing the cats interact with each other is kind of funny sometimes.
Yeah. Is there like an infamous naughty cat?
Yeah, I have. I mean, the OG like bad cat is like Maupa, because it's in his name, right? Yeah.
So he goes around eating other people's food.
It's that, and also if a cat like comes near him, he will he'll yell at them like really loudly. Like his yells are like really iconic. I see if I can find like a video recording of his yelling to like
Insert here.
Yeah. It's like then because he's been here since like 2004, right? He like this is like his land lah, like his territory. Yeah, but then as he got older, he mellowed out a lot. So last time he would fight. So in 2020, I think Willow, who is like another iconic cat at our block, like Willow showed up, and then Maupa like chased him like 3 blocks down, and then he was in hiding for like really long.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But then like towards like his 20s, he stopped fighting, but he just like would yell really loud.
Okay.
Yeah. But Willow doesn't care lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a personal favorite? 偏心。
I think for me it will be Willow and Orange lah. Like Orange was the first cat that I ever befriended. I don't know why, because he was like the fiercest one out of all of them. Yeah, so I think I tried to pet him once. He was like letting me pet him, and then he scratched my hand suddenly, like really deep. And I still have the scar from 2019. Over
gosh.
here. Yeah. But then now he's like in our house. Yeah. And it's like when he sleeps, it's like 四脚朝天. Like,
Yeah. Not
like,
a cat in the world
yeah,
kind.
that's why. Yeah. Then for Willow, I think because Willow, he followed me home from the CC one day. Like he was like in the bushes, I think, and then I heard a meow. I was like, huh? Yeah. Then this like tiny skinny thing like ran out of the bushes and followed me all the way back. Yeah. So after that, he got chased off by Maupa. But then in the morning, I would like feed him every day. I would like coax him out from underneath this like storage unit that he was hiding under. Yeah. Then after a while, I mean, then he became comfortable lor. Yeah. So right now he's like, right now we are also fostering him because we had like an FELV scare with like multiple cats showing up with FELV, which is like very contagious and very like lethal also. Yeah. So there's that lor. So we are hoping to be able to introduce them sometime. Yeah. And
I see.
like hope that they can be friends.
Maybe I think I can invite Tim to describe, because I think not a lot of people have their houses segregated for cats. How to say like, because normally you have cats, the cats will share a common space with you ma. But I think from what you are describing, it seems to like you need certain spaces to separate cats. You put in separate rooms.
We're staying in separate places right now.
Oh, okay. Understand.
That's why.
Because of the emergency lah, so we needed to foster both cats. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if next time when y'all get a house together, I think so, right? You'll get a house,
for sure.
Yes.
So there be a need to have like separate rooms for cats, or like will there be a need like, because I'm not sure about this, like when you foster cat, do you have to put them separately then introduce them again?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Usually I think it depends on the personality of the cat itself. So I mean, of course, if they are like sick or something, you have to isolate them so it doesn't spread. But otherwise
It's like we keep them separate first, but slowly get them
slowly introduce.
used to their like smell before you like get them to meet. That kind of thing.
Because if you, I mean, some cats they can meet and immediately and be okay right off the bat, but then for other cats they may they may like have a giant altercation.
Hate each other.
And then I think once you get to that point, it's very hard to go back lah. It's very hard to reverse that initial like hatred. So I think generally like fosterers, if they have the space, like if they have the capacity, like a separate room is best, and then like slow introduction.
How about Tim? Do you have any memorable like cat saving experiences or any experiences
Personal
with a
favorite?
cat? Yeah.
I think my personal favorite is Fox, cause like he'll show up at like almost the same time every day, and then I think he's somewhat scared of people, but like he'll trust like certain people. And then he'll let me do like back rubs of him, and then he'll like sit on my lap for like 1 hour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like personal leg warmer.
He's like very sweet lah.
Yeah, but not to everyone. He's very selective.
Like, I think he's not scared of people. He's a bit wary. But actually, when he first showed up, he was almost completely like feral. I mean, if not feral, then just like terrified lah. So it's like you couldn't get within like maybe 5 meters of him, and then once you make eye contact with him, he will like hiss and run away. Yeah, so it was actually like this one uncle who like single-handedly tamed him.
Wow.
And then after like he tamed Fox, then he became like an absolute like cuddle bug. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I think when I first met him, he was a bit scared of me.
No, he's scared of men.
Yeah.
He's scared of men. I think because there's some like mean uncles in our
Past
neighborhood.
history lah. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Traumatized cat.
there's this guy who used to like throw rocks at the cats.
Ew, okay.
Yeah, then I was like eventually he stopped for some reason. Yeah, so when I see him around, I'm like, yeah.
Okay. Then I think we talked just now a lot about, I think, good experiences. Do you have any more of the difficult moments that the both of you can share about?
Ooh, difficult moments. I guess, should we talk about Pretty Girl? Yeah. There's like a cat called Pretty Girl. She's like adopted and safe and like very, very happy now. But she was like she was a very, very like skittish cat. Not fierce, but also like scared of everything. Then it's the kind where like, I mean, even though I have been seeing her for like 5 years, like I cannot like be near to her because she will run away. Then only like 3 people can like get close to her, and out of the 3, like 2 people can touch her, that kind.
Wow.
For some reason, my mind comes up with a calico cat.
She's a calico cat.
It's like calico cat is this kind of psycho, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like if you get within like 20 minutes, 20
She'll run.
meters of you, she'll like stare at you, and then she'll like
Yeah, she will like
walking
slink
away.
into the shadows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go into hiding.
Yeah,
lah.
so
Okay.
for her, like we needed to kind of emergency rescue her because someone wanted to trap her with like a construction, like you know
Yo,
those like
okay.
orange construction site, like
Like
do
the
not
netting.
Yeah.
the netting. Yeah. Then it was kind of concerning.
Yeah.
Then we were like, okay, we should do it. But because she was so scared, it was like really hard to trap her. She's also a very intelligent cat. So it's like she looks at the trap and she's like, I kind of
this
know
is
what
a
this is. Yeah, so the feeders asked us for help. So we went down to help. But then they suddenly changed their minds at the last minute. They were like, actually, like, how dare you take the cat away? Then we were like, yeah, but in the end, we engaged the help of like this amazing trapper called Vincent, and then we staked out for like I don't know,
3
like
nights.
I think it was like 2 nights.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do you mean by you stick out for
It's
2 nights?
just really stay there, wait lor. Wait
No,
for
not
things
for the whole night lah. It's
Yeah.
like we will
But
wait.
you just camp there.
Yeah, we kind of camped there for like maybe like 5+ hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, then then first day fail, and then after that we were like, okay, let's meet back here at the same time tomorrow. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
then like we send people to like stake out earlier just in case like anyone tries to sabotage
Oh,
the stuff.
okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing lah. Then after that, it was also like a really long process of socializing her.
Okay.
Yeah, because like she was so terrified of people. Yeah, so we are very lucky to be able to find a fosterer at extremely short notice. Yeah, and then the 2 of them, like they were so patient with her. Like they really like let her be like let her open up on her own terms, and then
Okay.
yeah, and then they didn't like pressure her into anything. And then now, but then right now she would like sleep with them like in bed.
Oh, okay.
She'll like sit on their laptop when they're trying to do work. That kind.
Very normal cat behavior.
Yeah, very
lah.
normal cat behavior.
Okay,
So
okay.
like, because sometimes the adopters, they ended up adopting her lah. So the adopters,
Oh, that's so sweet.
yeah, like sometimes they send us like photos and videos. Then I'm like, is that the same cat? Like, no way, that's the same cat.
It's like they completely changed like from one cat outdoors to another cat indoors.
And mostly the change is positive lah. They become more relaxed and more affectionate
I see.
also.
I
Yeah,
see.
because they don't need to be like constantly on alert.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like even a friendly cat, like even though like the cat is like very affectionate as an outdoor like stray, once they're indoors, they somehow become even more affectionate.
Oh.
Yeah, which is kind of wild.
Could be they
Yeah.
feel safer lah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Orange was already like, like scared of people, and then because he was a stray since 2009. But then the moment we brought him indoors, the first thing he did was to like after walking around and sniffing everything, he like lay down with like his belly up, which I had never seen before. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's so nice. It's like,
It was like
okay.
very, very sad circumstances leading to us rescuing Orange. But then like I guess I'm happy that we did. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any, actually just out of curiosity, is there anything, like any cats that you wish you could have saved? Like,
Oh my
did you have to go
God.
through very difficult, like you have to
Decisions,
let go?
decisions.
Because, okay, I'm just gonna share my personal experience, okay? When you walk somewhere and you see a dead cat, so what you do is you go and check it out and realize that it's not dead, but
Oh.
it's very weak. And it's obviously knocked down by a car.
Oh my
so
God, no.
what we did was to send it to the vet immediately. But the cost to save this cat is in thousands.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
emergency surgery is like at least 5K they are looking at. And
More
then if there's no
also.
complications,
Yeah.
medications, they are looking at about 10K. So the vet was like, you want to save or not? Then we are like, I don't have 10K in my bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then the vet was like, okay, I suggest you go to SPCA. Yeah, so this was like something very difficult. So, I mean, dealing with strays and rescues, right? Did you guys have to like go through things like that?
Yeah, yeah, more. It happens more than it should, lah, I guess. I mean, obviously the difficult ones are when there's like no closure. So, like for example, a cat just like vanishes one day, then you're
Wow.
like, yeah,
Okay.
then you're like, did you like pass away? Did you get adopted? And then like you'll just never know. So it's that kind of like. Yeah lah, cause there was this bonded pair, like two sisters who were like very very close. It's like they would sleep together, eat together. They would groom each other every day. Then one day, was it like November 2023? Like one of the sisters like just vanished. Yeah, it was like the friendlier of the two lah. Like the friendly, like more like brave one, and then like she made like the other sister feel like comfortable. Yeah, so it was like really really sad. Then yeah lor, like right now the other sister's she's doing okay. Like at first she was a bit like depressed, and also she was more like
not trusting of people.
yeah. Yeah, but then after a while, now she's doing quite well. Like she is more willing to open up to people. Yeah, and then like yeah lah, it's like she's quite close to some people. And then like for example, I can like belly rub her. Like some days when she's up to it. Yeah. Then yeah lah. But I remember just being like, I don't know, I was quite distraught after maybe like a few weeks of the other cat not showing up.
Yeah, I can understand. So it's like this kind of thing, right? You, on the positive side, you wish that, okay, maybe somebody that really loved this sister has like just carried her home and gave her a safe space, right? Yeah.
But there's
like
also so many other things that could have happened.
It's like you hope that is what happened, but you also like you
wouldn't know lah. Yeah,
Yeah,
correct,
like we
correct.
also understand that like people feel this way when rescuers rescue cats, which is why we try to be like, I guess like transparent with like where the cats are and what the like what they're up to now lah. So I mean obviously not like every single person in the area knows us or like knows about the account, and then but sometimes like it does spread through like word of mouth, and then like we also tell the feeders like, oh, by the way, like Willow went to the vet because blah blah blah, and then now he's like indoors. Yeah, then because like people generally know the feeders more than the rescuers, since the feeders are there every day.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay,
the feeders
okay.
would be like, well, oh, by the way, like this cat is like adopted or like at the vet or something.
I see.
Yeah, but I think the most difficult one was like there's this cat called Hissy, cause he would hiss at everyone.
Hissy.
Yeah. He was like he was quite an old cat. Very very feral at first, super fierce. But then after like really really long, he became like a lap cat. Yeah, so it started off from like very like cautious distance, and then eventually he just melted lah. Yeah, but so I think that year we went for exchange. Like we went to the UK for like our uni exchange lah. So we were there for about 7 months ish. Yeah,
Okay.
then every single moment there, I was like, are the cats okay? Are the cats okay? Like, I hope the cats are okay. Yeah, then I think towards the end of our exchange, like, Hissy was like not doing so well. Like, I didn't know that much information because the feeders would tell me stuff like, oh, he didn't eat as much today or blah, blah, blah. Then I was like, can you like arrange to send him to the vet, etc. And then they were like, oh, like very wishy-washy lor. Then I was like, okay, no, if you tell me more details, I can like arrange. But then it didn't really happen. Then I think it was like he vanished like 3 days before our plane landed in Singapore, and we never saw him again. Yeah.
Wow.
So that one I was like, if we had come back
earlier.
Just like a few days earlier, like we could have like gotten him like
Something, right?
to the vet. Yeah, I was. Yeah, that was kind of
quite
tough.
bad.
Okay, then is there anything that you think you like to maybe let the public know about how they should treat this kind of stray cats or community cats?
Yeah, because with the technique, like, you know, when somebody just angkat back the cat, right? Can you at least put one notice, say that, okay, I have adopted so and so,
Like,
and
xiao
then
mao mi
have,
bei领养了. Like, at least tell us.
or because I do also observe there's quite a lot of people who love cats, but they don't know
What to do,
what
they can do, yeah.
So they go around feeding a lot of treats.
Oh yes, and then they get
And
like
then the
And
community
then the
cats,
cats get very fat.
yeah,
Very
and then
chunky.
the chunky ones are the ones that has to deal with health problems.
correct, like
at the end of the day.
arthritis, like kidney stuff.
Yeah.
That
So I think some people think like chunky cats are cute,
mean,
but then they don't think about.
they are, but I would rather them be healthy than like chunky, you know.
Yeah, if there's like one message that each of you can tell the public, right? Like, can you guys please do this or like follow this? What would be the? I know like we all want to sayang the cats. Like as a general public, what should you do when you see stray cats, but you don't know whether is it like a community cat or a stray cat?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like what would you like to educate them on now?
Right. Okay. PSA number 1: if a cat is chunky, don't overfeed.
Don't need to feed.
No, because usually the chunky cats are the ones who are very food motivated. Like, that's why they're so chunky. Because people are like, oh my god, they're begging for food. Like, here I have like 4 churros.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
way they meow is like, oh.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, you've never been fed in your life.
Yeah.
Come, like, pause an entire like bowl of kibbles. Yeah, so actually we've had like multiple like arguments over the years with the feeders, because I'd be like, oh yeah, this cat is like kind of overweight, and then the feeder's like, oh, no, but like, he's so hungry every day. then I would pull up like the medical, like the body weight chart, and I'm like, oh, see, yeah,
It's like severely overweight.
he's severely overweight. Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you are the ones bringing the cat to the vet,
Yeah,
doing all the
that's
checkups.
why,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Then the
okay.
feeder is the one that cannot tahan.
Yeah.
They
I
are
mean, it's
very
like it's
poor
also like
meow.
心疼lah, so like give you more food.
Oh.
Yeah.
But sometimes like I mean too much food is also bad lor.
Oh, true lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess generally, like, for example, you see a cat and you don't know whether it's like a stray or like whether it's a community cat or like a house cat or an abandonment case, whatever. Usually, I think I would say most, if not all, neighborhoods like in Singapore probably have like a Facebook page, which is like, you know, like cats of like, for example, like Toa Payoh, cats of Bukit Panjang, like Choa Chu Kang UT cat feeders, that kind of group. So the people who are in the area would like mostly be on those, because that's where like people get info and updates from. So sometimes when like there's like an unknown cat, people post it up there. But if it's like a very obvious like sick/injury case, like try to get in touch with like either the feeders, or like if you step up to like bring the cat to the vet, then like what Chini said, like at least put a poster to be like, I have brought this this cat is sick and is at the vet. Like, contact me at like blah blah blah. Like like if you want updates, that kind of thing.
So I think what we want to ask is that, because I think the recent rule is that the government has allowed each HDB flat to adopt 2 cats, right? So how would you see this affect what you guys are doing, and how do you think that it will help in whatever you are trying to do to grow lah?
I think overall the cat management framework is quite good, because previously, I mean, if cats were illegal in HDB flats, there aren't really that many measures put in place to like protect them lah. I mean, there are guidelines, but like, you know, guidelines are like whatever.
Not being enforced also.
Yeah, that's why. So right now, at least there's like an existing framework, and I mean, by right it should be enforceable lah. But in reality, there are not that many. There's not as much like manpower or resources available to like truly enforce it. So there are a lot of gaps. But I would say it's better than nothing. And then slowly we'll get there.
I think like as part of the licensing, like people need to do a short course on like pet, on like having a pet, right?
Yeah,
So I think like at least having that baseline is also good.
Yeah, then microchipping is like compulsory also. So if there are like, you know, like abandonment cases, like you can be like, oh, it's registered to
somebody lah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess one shortfall is because like of the 2 cat limit, it hasn't really accounted for like rescuers and fosterers who like by necessity may need to have like more cats. And then if it's a temporary arrangement, like how do we like do we register it, or do we like but I think if I'm not wrong, they mentioned they were working on a framework for rescuers and fosterers, which we will hear about at some point lah. So yeah.
I think my own summary of this segment, right, is that I think that number one, actually there can be a lot of things you can do to help cats lah, right? You don't have to really say I need the time to bring them to the vet or whatnot. I think number one, of course, is donation, and then number two, if let's say you're really open to want to do more, then I think you can just reach out to any of the community cat groups, right? Either Facebook or Instagram, and then I think people will be happy to have you either as a feeder or just to help bring the cats to the vet or all these kind of things.
Yeah,
Like.
oh my god, like transport to the vet, bring to the vet, all of that is like,
Because you cannot take public transport, right?
Yeah.
I think like the bigger organizations also like would love the help lah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, independent rescuers, it's like we have to do this because like the bigger organizations, there are just so many cases of like abandonment, neglect, like and just like, you know, like
Overwhelmed lah.
Yeah, overwhelmed. Like there's way too much. Yeah, so I think anyone would love any help. Yeah.
Okay, because to ask for donations is one thing, right? But then people may not want to like give money. So
Yeah, we're very
willingly.
paiseh.
It's a bit paiseh for you to ask, give me money, right?
Also, because the vet visits never stop, so it's like you
it's
give
constantly
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to keep asking, right? Yeah, so I see that you all have very it's like quite genius lah. So instead of just directly asking, right, I'll be like, you guys have actually created a series of like merchandise and zines, so people feel like, okay, I'm buying something, but at the same time I'm helping these cats. Yeah, so can you share a bit more about your merchandise first?
Ooh.
Yes, like what merchandise that you guys have, and like how do you come about choosing these certain products instead of others lah?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you mentioned, we have the zine. So far we have one zine that's out. It's like a book of photographs lah. Like some of the nicer, like some of the better photos that I've taken over the years and compiled into a book with like stories about the cats. Yeah, so that one, honestly, it wasn't intended to be like a fundraising thing, because like I have a friend who sometimes booths at the Singapore Art Book Fair, and then then he was like, hey, you wanna make a cat zine? And I was like, okay, sure. Then it was surprisingly popular, and then because either way I was like, yeah, like I can just make the zine, and then like you put it up, and then the money will go to the cats law. Yeah, so then it was quite popular. So we did like a few reprints.
Ah.
Yeah, and yeah, lor. I guess people do want to look at photos of cats. Like, oh, surprise.
And you have short stories, which means like, how did you find this cat?
Yeah, or just like anecdotes
your
about their
interactions.
quirks.
Yeah, your
like their
interactions with the cat.
personalities. Yeah, because I think people like to see the stories behind the cats and see them as like, you know, like their individual like quirks. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, renovation upstairs.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I want to ask for the zines, do you guys like write everything yourself?
Yeah.
I mean, the photographs is by you, right? Oh, so like from scratch,
Yeah, everything is from scratch. Yeah.
all
Like-
the way to like printing,
Yeah,
choosing.
as in, printing is like we go to the printing shop and then we see like the GSM and then we're like, okay, cover like this, and so everything is like done by us, because literally there's like 3 of us who like who are mainly involved in like this site. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Then for the rest of the merch, I mean, we have like stickers, keychains.
We have like a very talented
prints.
friend who like helps us design.
Illustrates lah.
Yeah. So all of the designs are also like all original. Yeah. So
I see.
like this friend like we know her from NTU lah. Like she's
Oh.
my lit and art history batchmate. Then we were all like in USP. So like we knew each other, and then we also like she also helps us like foster cats. Yeah, so she's like quite involved lah. Yeah, she doesn't stay in Bukit Panjang, but like spiritually, yeah.
She's there.
Yeah.
Send me the photos.
Yeah, cause NTU is quite near ma, so sometimes like, I will like bring my friends to like visit the cats, and then they're like, oh, Fox, we love. Yeah.
And then the stickers and the prints also like they are based on like the cats in the area lah.
Oh. Got
it's not
story lah. There's a story connecting
so
them
it's
together.
Not like, it's not like a general cat sticker, but it's like you can kind of see like which sticker is who.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, so you have like stickers of Maupa.
Yeah. Stickers of Mapa,
Yeah,
stickers
keychain
of
of
like,
Willow.
Yeah, have.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cute.
Because I think what is special is that for you guys, you really have a story because you are the ones interacting with the cats every day, ma. Yeah, then bring them go vet, all these things. So yeah, I mean, if you ask me, let's say you put out a booth and you sell a zine kind of thing, there's a reason why people buy it lah, because I think there's a story behind it lah.
I think people tend to be quite shocked that all of the things were like firstly done by us, like from scratch, and then secondly there's only like 3 of us doing it. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then okay, so besides like zines and merchandise, are there any more like upcoming projects that you'll be interested in doing?
Oh, we're in the process of
Another zine.
making more zines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cause
More zines, like plural.
yeah.
There's gonna be a series.
Kind of. I mean, they're mostly like very random ideas lah. So, the first one that's like currently in the works, it's like a collaboration with like another of my art history batchmates. It's like our friend group lah. Then they're all like,
I want to do this, I want to do this.
yeah, because like they're all invested in the cats, and then and then
Yeah.
because in art history, like a lot of people also draw or like do some form of art.
Oh.
Yeah, so one of them is a zine of like bad cat drawings. Yeah.
Okay. Like
Yeah.
purposefully
Yeah,
bad.
purposely bad cat drawing. Yeah, because we have a lot of like really weird, chaotic photos of them. Yeah, it's like you look at this and you're like, this is not a cat, this is an alien. What? Yeah,
So it's like bad drawings to kind of like capture the vibe of
the
the cat.
vibe.
I see.
Yeah, then there's another one. It's kind of like a book of songs / nursery rhymes, cause I always make up like very silly like songs or like poems about the cats. So I was like, actually these are kind of good. So like I'm in the process of like compiling them and like making it into like a little like nursery rhyme like chapbook kind of thing.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so Because just now we talked a bit about merchandise. We talked about how you can everybody can support your group lah, right? Regardless of whether it's a fosterers or you want to be a feeder or you just want to donate money. Okay, so maybe both of you can give a shout out, like how can people find what's your Instagram, this kind of thing.
Oh, yes. You can find us on Instagram at Look at These Cats. So that's look.at.these.cats. Yeah.
Yeah, the this is THESE, right? I think.
Yes,
Okay,
these
okay.
cats, plural.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
then for Tim, do you have any last things you want to tell our listeners here?
I guess it's like if you like cats, you can also just walk around your neighborhood lah. I think most neighborhoods have cats.
Have cats, yeah.
And like start to get to know them lah. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I forgot to say one last very important PSA. No, like the most important PSA like ever in this entire podcast. So community cats, very nice. But when you take photos and like you post them or like you send them to people, be very careful not to dox the cat's location. So yeah. So don't be like, wow,
oh, this is at block
546.
X.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's like don't be like, oh, like this is at block like 102 like Clementi Avenue, that kind, because people, I don't know if that block exists lah, but I don't think so. But but then people will know where the cat is and be able to like target it. So
okay.
yeah, it's like I mean obviously not, it's like unlikely but possible, and it has happened before like multiple times with like
there've been cases where like cat abusers like find
Follow these groups
out
lah.
like where like popular cats are, and then they go target them.
yeah, because the popular cats like because like people know where they are, they're like famous in a way, then that opens them up to more potential for like abuse and mistreatment lah. Yeah, so
it's
even
it's quite scary lah, cause the cats are just in the void deck. So
Yeah.
if anything happens,
I
you
have
can't.
I have nightmares about it. Like, I legit have nightmares about it. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, then even when posting onto like the local community Facebook groups, like if you see a cat that's injured, you don't be like, oh, this is at block like 225. Like at most you key in like, oh, block 2XX or 22X, so that people like
They will know lah. The people that need to know, they will know lah.
yeah. Because it's like the feeders who like if this is like their like community cat, then they will already know. So don't like attract like undue attention, because there are people who post in Facebook groups and stuff as like genuine like caregivers or like concerned members of the public, or like even like rescuers and like adopters, but then actually they turn out to be like the
Different
opposite.
beasts.
No, exactly, like different beasts altogether.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is what I forgot to say just now.
Okay.
Like I was like,
Yeah.
I had something to say but I forgot. But this is the most important PSA.
I would say this one is more important because none of us know that this can be a possible cause of this kind of
Yes.
abuse and everything lah.
It's like quite scary. Yeah.
Because we don't deal with them day in and day
Yeah,
out,
day-
right?
correct.
So for us, it's an innocent act, but then it may
That's
cause harm
why
to
like
them.
people just want to like share like, oh wow, like if you want to see this cat is so affectionate. But
Okay.
like luckily we haven't had to deal with that ourselves.
Yeah.
But like I know people for whom this was like a really huge problem, and like it's quite bad.
It's like you can share the cats without like letting other people
Know their location.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay, understand. So we will take note of that.
Yeah.
And then last question.
Yeah.
Because we are a bookstore, Seabreeze Books, so we always ask our guests, what is the one book that is the most memorable or like life-changing that you would want to share with our listeners?
Does it have to be cat related?
No, it's just any book. And this why I'm not limiting it. As long as you have read a book and you think this is good.
You want to share first?
Yeah.
I think for me it's like The Little Prince.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like it's so whimsical, and yet like I think it applies. I think it's like very relatable to like not just children but also adults.
I would say it's even more relatable to me as an adult reading it versus when I was a kid. Yeah.
It's a reminder to be like like you don't have to be stuck in your like
Correct.
your
Little
life.
world lah.
Yeah.
It's the best-selling fairy tale lah, actually. Yeah.
As
of all
for a
time.
reason, for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's His Dark Materials by Philip Pullman. Like the Golden Compass, that trilogy. Like I read it when I was like P4, and then it shaped like my entire like personhood after that. Yeah, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, like especially in these like complicated and interesting times, like it has a very like a very relevant, like salient reminder to, you know, like be critical, like always be critical, like evaluate things and like stand up for like yourself and what you think is right. And also like the fantasy plot is just like so good. Like the world building and all that. Yeah.
Okay, add to TBR.
Yeah. It's like my favorite book ever.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I think this concludes our podcast interview today. Thank you so much for coming onto
Thanks
our
for
podcast.
inviting.
Yeah, so 我们今天的采访就到这里。喜欢我们的听众们，记得订阅、点赞、加分享。OK， 我们下次再见，拜拜。
拜拜。
Bye.
海风聊天吧，
聊时事、生活与文化。
天天为您带来好书、好文创和好心情。
下一回再见喽，
拜拜。